Hey, how's it going, everybody? So today I want to talk about this thing, the Arcade1Up Galaga Counter-cade. Now, I noticed that a lot of people that have talked about this thing all kind of have a positive opinion of Arcade1Up, whereas I don't really. I happen to think that the stuff is overrated, overpriced, and extremely cheaply built. And so I don't really care for the Arcade1Up company in general, or, the products that they produce. But I will say this. This thing was originally like $130 or something. Now it got discounted by Walmart down to $50. And that was $50 plus tax shipped to my door. And so I decided to get it, even though it's an Arcade1Up, and even though I have a real Galaga that I can play anytime that I want because it's in my living room, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a risk, I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to see if I like it or not, because, yeah, $50, it's not a lot of money, but I could think of probably other things that I could spend $50 on. I don't really need this thing. I don't. But it's Galaga. It's my all-time favorite arcade game. So yeah, have to give it a try. Like right away, just reading the box, it's making me feel like I'm already kind of mildly regretting my purchase, because it's saying real feel arcade controls. Yeah, we'll see about that. I got the real ones right there. So if they feel like that, then I'll agree with you. And you got Galaga and you got Galaga 88, which is cool. Both excellent games. Galaga 88 in particular is a very expensive game, but yeah, it's kind of a letdown that there's only 2 games. I mean, come on, man. Like, why not Galaxian? Why not Galaga 3, Gal Plus, or Gap Plus? Gal Plus? I don't know. However you want to say it. Galaga 3. Kind of a missed opportunity there. And so on the side, looks cool. Again, with the real feel controls. We'll look at the back. Yeah, okay. Included in box, you get the counter-cade, power adapter, and an instruction manual. See what we got down here. It just talks about when it was made, who made it. Adjustable volume, which is cool. Yeah, okay. Cool. And the other side looks the same. So let me go ahead and take this out of the box and we'll take a closer look at it. Alright, so I haven't even turned this thing on yet, and already I'm seeing something that I don't like. This thing comes with a protective film over the control panel and the monitor, and it says to peel it up, but man, it gets stuck underneath these fake carriage bolts. Like, they aren't even real carriage bolts. Like, they are like wannabe screw carriage bolt things, hybrids. Like up here, I'm sure I could pick more of this out, like this, but like it gets stuck under there. And then plus, like it's still stuck underneath these wannabe carriage bolts really bad. And so I guess I could probably get some tweezers or something and just keep picking at it until I get it all out. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and just use a screwdriver and take the thing apart so I can get that crap out of there. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't like that. Alright, so I have this thing mostly taken apart. You can see on the control panel here, there's a protective layer. And you can just pull it up, and if you look at this joystick, this is actually just a standard 4-way joystick. They just left a couple of the micro switches out, and of course the wiring. So if you wanted to turn this into a 4-way joystick, it wouldn't really be that hard, and plus it would be really cheap to do, because this is only 2-way. You can try to go up and down, but like I said, there's no micro switches there, so it's not gonna make a difference. So you'd probably have to drill this out too if you wanted a good range of motion. The buttons are Man, those suck. I don't like those at all. Those are like the ultimate cheap arcade buttons right there. Those are horrible looking, but the wiring does look pretty good. They got the quick connects going on, the see-through ones, which are kind of nice, I guess. I mean, they're actually really cheap, and you wouldn't want to handle those too much because they would probably that covering would probably just break right off. But you got the little speaker down there. Not a bad size speaker, honestly. Like, it's pretty good size there. What is that, like a 2-inch speaker, I think? But yeah, then up here, this is the part that cracked me up. Is that monitor actually taped in? Because that's what it looks like, and that's that just kind of cracks me up. That's kind of silly. You got the bezel over here, which I'm going to have to clean because I think I got some fingerprints on the inside of it. But all the film came off nicely. Not a big deal. For sure feels very cheap in my hands. I figured since we saw inside of the front of the unit that we should look at the back as well. And so it's just this cheap piece of particle board here. And it has 4 screws, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and it just pulls off like so. And you got your power wire that goes through a little rubber stopper down there and connects directly into the unit there. And that's all that's in there. It's just that little tiny thing, and you got a little bracket for the monitor, which you can take off and get to very easily. But yeah, that's it. And you can see your control wires plugged in down there. And they go over down into the control panel. And there's your speaker. But yeah, there's that. Alright, so we got it all back together now. And I just thought I'd give you a quick look at the sides. They look good. I think that's probably the thing that I like most about this are these side stickers. Actually, these sides just in general feel nice. There's the other side. Same thing going on over there. The marquee does not light up. And I think that sucks. I really wish it did. It's just a cheap sticker. I don't like that. And the colors are a little off on it, honestly. Like, I mean, it's not too far off. Just a little brighter than it should be. But yeah, I don't like that. Alright, so what I've done is I've turned most all the lights off in here, and I've turned my exposure all the way down so I can hopefully get a decent looking picture from this thing. Or at least on camera. Yeah, it looks pretty good. In person it looks pretty good. You have to look at it at the right angle, like at the perfect angle. If you don't, then it looks like crap. So keep that in mind, I guess. So Galaga 88, you got your volume. We'll turn it down a little. And we'll just go with regular Galaga for now. This one, I really dislike these buttons a lot. Alright. And it just kind of auto starts. You just press player 1 and just goes into it. I can tell right away that the beginning theme is off. Doesn't sound quite right. And it's just, I mean, it's Galaga. It's most certainly Galaga. There's no denying that. How accurate of a Galaga is it exactly? Good enough, I think. Like, I don't think that it's, like, spot on, but I don't think it's, like, too terrible either. Like, it's not as bad as it could be, that's for sure. This perspective is kind of hard to play like this, but let's see what we can do here. Jeez, I can't believe I missed that guy. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's most certainly plays. Man, that screen, though, just really bugs me. Seems like they could have done a little bit better. And that music is just wrong. I can't believe I missed that guy. I'm gonna get a 39 out of 40. Yep. Now that music doesn't sound too far off. The other ones though, man. Anyhow, I could probably play this game for a long time. Let's go ahead and check out Galaga 88 real quick. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that this thing is not worth over $100. Like, it's not even worth close to $100. And I'm kind of struggling with the fact that I paid $50 for this thing, to be honest. I think that this thing should probably retail for like $29.99, maybe $39.99 maximum. And I should have been getting this thing on discount for 20 bucks. The reason why I think that is because the monitor just really sucks. Like I said, you have to make sure your room is dark, and you have to be looking at it just right at the perfect angle. And if you do, then it looks okay. But if you don't, then it looks washed out, or it looks too bright. Like you can't like see what's going on really. Like there's no details. It just looks bad. Like they could have put a much better monitor in this thing. And the buttons are really cheapy feeling. Like I dislike the buttons a lot. The joystick is okay-ish, I guess, but I really wish that they would have just put the extra, well, I say extra, but I wish they would have put all 4 micro switches in there and made it so you could play Galaga 3 and Galaxian, you know? Like, I mean, they could have had the 4 games on this thing and it would have been a home run. Like, the 4 games, better buttons, better joystick, or at least, you know, like a complete joystick. And yeah, like, I mean, this thing could have totally rocked. Like, it could have really been awesome. But they dropped the ball, like, continuously. The marquee doesn't light up, which just makes it look even cheaper. Like, things are taped together. Like, there's a piece of tape over the the wire for the power adapter, and it actually stained the wood. No kidding. I peeled the tape off and it screwed up the particle board. Those are my opinions of this unit. Your opinion may differ, and that's okay. But that's how I feel about it. Like, I'm not going to return it. I'm not going to try to get my money back or anything like that. I probably will mod it in the future, but for now, it's just going to stay like this. This is good enough for now. And, you know, like if I ever need just a little Galaga break or something, and I don't feel like turning on my actual Galaga machine or going upstairs to play my actual Galaxian machine, then I'll turn this on, I guess. So, all right. Until next time, later.